The City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who saw a few moments ago? These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Wait, 20. Let's go, D.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go. 180. I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you to school.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. the gun. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw, and the Rams got it. They bring him down. Akeem Talib, the corner, with a sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down and 4, Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. 54 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's the Pro Bowl corner, Akeem Talib there to stop him. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 56 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Super one. Two. Hey, Alpha.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5. Here I come. 12.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Go. Super one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff looking for the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
After the run, Watson going to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal.
26 months. I'm going to run you
From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10. Gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The 22-yard line.
Watson now going to run the option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that play there, boy, almost looked like it was a video game and he didn't know what the pitch button was. Not very well executed.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, you better figure it out fast. I suggest knowing it before you actually run that play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Back at his own 7. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 93 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line. Here we go. 120. Average roll. They're going to need some therapy after this. Go. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check mine. Watching your 5. Check.
To throw is gone. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 33-yard line.
Like 20.
second down. It's Henderson down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 30 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 79 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, 61 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
First down, L.A., Goff finding Higbee. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.